Hey everybody, Michelle Holling-Brooks from Unbridled Change, and on this month's blog I've gotten a couple questions, especially after the last one on limiting beliefs of, well, how do you know what is guidance on kind of clearing if you get a yes or a no on something, and how do you know if it's kind of your own kind of ego mind answering the question? And that is a great question, and one that often comes in of when you're starting to develop listening to that still small voice inside of you, or listening to the guidance of your soul and your team and the divine, of how that comes in for you. And the bottom line is everybody's a little bit different, but there is this wonderful like mediator, kind of translator that we can use, and that is actually our body. And so there are different ways that we can energy test and ask yes or no questions. It's a little bit harder to have full-on conversations with it, but you can at least start somewhere. And you can also use this for substance testing. So like if you have a supplement that you're wondering, is this really good? Is it going to be beneficial, or is this going to be harmful to me, and other stuff like that. Caveat and disclosure and warning statement right here. Medications are prescribed by a doctor. So your body might have really need this, but it might blow out kidney or liver or blah, 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 blah. In advanced substance kind of balancing, we can work on that and help the body balance that. But that is not something that I would say do without the help of a practitioner who kind of knows how to do that. And Donna Eden has this big protocol that we can work on that. So don't do this with a medication and go, oh my gosh, it's bad for me. You know, it might be needed, but then it might just need to get tweaked and balanced and supported so that your body can handle that medication with grace and ease as you're building up maybe to not needing it. Okay, back to the front. So the easiest one, the one that most people start with when they start to allow the body to talk, is what's called a sway test. And so that's the one that I want to kind of show you guys here. Again, there are a bunch of other ways to energy test, muscle test, kinesiology, where you can have a muscle turn on, I can turn it off, then I can turn it back on again. There are tons of those out there, but the easiest one, the one where I start almost all of my clients, is with this sway test. All right, so the first thing you need to do is qualify what is your yes and what is your no. And for most people, if you say, I'll go a little sideways so you can see it, show me a yes. They go forward. Their whole body goes forward. And that's because we want to go into what brings us resonance. We're drawn to it, right? That's the nature. And we're kind of repelled and pushed away from that which is not good for us or not in harmony with us. So show me a no. And again, I want to go backwards. Now, also, if you're very new at this, don't fight your body. Once it starts to go somewhere, let it go there, and then, catch yourself and bring it back. So for me, I can get really slight, very forward backs, and I fine-tuned it. I don't have to go completely forward at this point. And so as you get good at it. The other thing is with your legs, if you have them sandwiched together like a pendulum, it's gonna feel wobbly already, and it's gonna make it hard to know. So you don't need them bracing, but just a nice stance, soft knees so that the energy is flowing. Again, this is an energy test. This is what is my body drawn to, and what is my body saying no to. What feels like truth, and what feels like something that's not in my highest good and benefit, okay? So if you're reversed, that's okay. So if you say, show me a yes, and you go this way, just me thinking, reverse it, reverse it, reverse it is what did that. Show me a no, go forward. Let me fix myself now because I don't want to do that too long. Then that's okay. That's where your body's at right there. Hopefully, as you start talking to your body more, that polarity will flip itself back. And that's a whole nother topic of why we do that and how our polarities get flipped. But just know that if you that's why we like to qualify it. Where am I today? Is my polarity going forward and back, or is my polarity flipped? And if it's flipped for right now, that's just information. We can work on that, especially if you start to work on your energy of getting it running in the right direction. But it just gives you the information. So then you would simply ask the question, you can ask another one. Am I wearing a coral shirt? Yes. Am I wearing a pink polka dot shirt? No. And it keeps kind of going from there. So when you get guidance in and you're not sure which one, you can ask the question. There is an art to questions, like double questions or a negative based question kind of confuses the body. So you want to keep it as simple as you can, asking one question at a time and kind of moving forward from there. You can definitely practice it. So hold on one second. I thought I had it closer. So, substances. And so these are just some oils. You don't have to really look at them. In fact, that's kind of some of the best way to kind of do it. You just simply hold it against your solar plexus. Is this beneficial for me? And I went forward. So for me, that's a yes. Sorry, it's hard to tell what it is. So this is lavender, and I do love lavender. It helps me kind of calm down. It's also got great other properties in it that are good. All right. Is this beneficial for me? And I got a yes, and that's peppermint. So peppermint helps with a lot of things. Right now, my stomach is a little like, ooh. So I could see why my body's like, yeah, you need some peppermint. Put it on your tummy and help it feel better. So this is really quick. I would love for you to like play around with it, see how it goes. Start again, always with that qualifying, show me a yes, show me a no. If you just go sideways, like a little like back and forth, that usually is you're not grounded enough, because you have to have some level of grounding and organization in your body to do energy testing on yourself. Or it might be that sometimes you don't want to know the information, and so your body's like, I don't think you really want to know that, Michelle. Or sometimes it means I need more information. Okay, so this is the easiest place to start. You don't have to go buy anything. You don't have to do anything. You can just start playing around with it of show me a yes, show me a no. So when I was really using food as medicine, I mean, I still use food as medicine. I can hear a yes and a no and see it now. I don't have to have a physical response to it. But when I was very first starting, I mean, I was energy testing all of the food that came into my body so that I was really in alignment with what was going to help my body heal and what was not. And then I would even bring it to, once I had kind of sat in some prayer and some meditation about a choice or whatever, I was pretty sure I heard the guidance. I would double check it with my sway test of how I was doing. So good luck. Let me know how this goes for you. If you're interested in learning more about different ways to interact and talk to your body, definitely reach out. We can hop on a quick session or have you out at the barn, and I can show you different ways that you can bring your energy testing up to another level of really having that tool for starting to talk to your body and how it goes from there. Again, this is Michelle Holling-Brooks. I'm so glad that you joined us, and have fun with your new sway test.